got to start with a stun from either any hero, really, mainly the DK and Lina, and you just got to burst the hero really quickly on that. And it's going to be more of like hit and run tactics for one win and how they win the fights, or just an overwhelming net worth advantage. That also can do the trick too.
I mean, yeah, like, and I like sort of what you're talking about too, which is that if they don't have that sort of net worth advantage, these heroes become kind of fragile in the mid game with, I mean, all of them in a way, right? They're sort of fragile in their own way. Lina keeps her distance with like her long range. You know, TA sort of relies upon refraction a little bit to survive, but the supports are super squishy, and like both of those other things can kind of get answered by the combination of like Darkseer and Razor, right? Like if you surge in the Razor onto the Lina, then you can't keep your distance as well. If you have an Ion Shell, then TA's not able to sort of keep her refraction instances up. They feel like they're breakable in a way.
Oh, for sure. And we're gonna see a smoke out here, and
ooh,
they might meet your Augury Malady here. But Undying's a scary. Oh, I love this Undying build, by the way. That's 3 items. Very cool inventory.
Nice. Very good. We'll see people now, and as the smoke broke on the low ground, they're not going to be able to do anything. That's an Undying. You're not killing them. So 2 runes apiece, it looks like. And yeah, I want to see, I mean, you talked about the build for the Undying. I want to see what the Skyrat does. Like, so far he's not building Knolls. He's just going for, like, a magic stick. But already with the concussive shot, is he just going to try and, like, spam it out a bunch? Is he going to, you know, try and build for... They're keeping a lot of pressure onto him. Respect there, already taking Nova. Interesting.
I mean, this is big, because I'm sure you know as yourself playing some of these lanes that if Undying isn't hitting you as an offlaner, you're happy.
Zayat's in trouble? Body blocked? Doesn't have anywhere to go. He's out.
Wait, how did he get caught there? I didn't really catch that.
I think he was going to block the camp because he came late, and they just caught him on, like, a movement through.
All right.
That's not great.
Not what he was looking for at all, that one, but it is what it is. It happens. And who's Nefrit has a bracer recipe coming to him for the line. That'll help.
Okay.
Bracer.
Yeah,
that's an interesting item.
It's for Darkseer.
It is, yeah. No, I'm just curious of what the build is for Darkseer. Normally they go bracers. Makes sense. You're a universal hero, sure.
I mean, with Knolls being buffed, I maybe would have thought that was it. But I guess that in this lane, if you want to be playing aggressive on TA, you need that survivability.
Why isn't Science giving him his bracer recipe? I don't know.
I don't know.
He still hasn't.
That is a good point. I'm not sure about that one.
Should I tell him?
No. Malady gonna go down. Just picking up where he left off last game. Just Malady not having a great series. Been the most of his team's death throughout most of this. That's the 5 life. That's what you expect.
I mean, as long as he's letting TB farm, he's at bare minimum doing his job. It's only a grief when you not only are dying, but not letting your carry farm too.
Yeah, he is. Okay, there we go. He got his bracer. Let's go.
I'm just surprised. Like, if I was Darkseer in that situation, I'd be like, spam pinging it. Please. Unmute me.
Right.
Give me my item.
It's a weird cosmetic that he has in his Iron Shells, too. I've never seen that before. See what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's just a visual bug, or is there a gem in there? We can technically investigate that if that's worth the time. I'll do it.
Thank you. I want to know how to get that later.
Special gems.
Dude, Cloud is just the TP outer. He's been doing that all series. They don't like to draft stuns on Navi. It's not happening.
It's true. So it's either the hat,
okay,
or the back.
All right.
It's the keeper of the Cam's class cam. I don't know. Cam.
I just saw Zayat's here too. He is mana draining to give Darkseer some more mana. That is really nice. I wonder if he takes a second point in mana drain and then they just like constantly spam out this wave. That'd be kind of cool. Ooh, LSA mid lane, Sanctity in trouble again against Chira Jr., but won't be brought down all the way. This guy needs a bottle refill. And they're coming mid with Skywrath again.
This is 3 games in a row.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, wait a minute. Concussive shot. Moving forward. Does he have enough to kill him off in time? They will. Sweet and Strong makes the rotation, gets the kill, and it's going to leave the water rune for the Lina too. Oh,
Double
man.
water? Oh, no.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good for one win.
Definitely good for one of the teams and really bad for the other.
Yeah.
All right, but at least the side lanes are doing okay.
Yeah.
TB's free farming, Darkseer. I mean, I'd say this is okay because if you look at that huge wave coming his way, it's gonna definitely give him some more. I've definitely seen Darkseer lanes go worse.
Yes.
Let's put it that way.
He's got level 3. Like, Lion is also stacking now. So either this probably goes to him and not the Razor, or maybe they take it together. In either case, this is pretty solid. And then down bottom, Yuragi obviously top of the CS board, having a pretty decent time here.
Yeah, for sure. And I guess Darkseer, he's getting a lot of solo EXP here as a result of this.
Yeah.
But yeah, Zayats will definitely need some space to get some levels because he's not doing super good in the level department. He's doing okay, but the CM is almost a full level on him. Gonna need that wisdom rune in 7 minutes.
Well, the other thing is that you sort of used to be able to depend a little bit more on your stacks getting you that XP back. It's going to be less so now, considering the nerfs that came out. Mancushi is sitting here. He didn't get the meld strike off, actually. So wanted to play a little bit of a trap now, and the movement over coming from Malady in the area. Zombies are down. Mancushi turns, and they will take the tombstone away.
Malady's going to die here, almost certainly.
Does have no surge, so yeah, he's gone. But look at the iron shells doing some damage, forcing respect back, burning through Mankushi's HP. Dude, listen, this is my curse. This is what I have to do.
Look at the iron shell. Look at him go.
So strong.
Darkseer fan over here.
You're not wrong.
Lina's here with a haste though.
Oh,
this could be real hype.
They do have stun. Good 2 heroes caught, and Malady shows up. So Haystern won't transition into any kills.
Yeah, they brought 4 heroes for that as well.
I mean, that's nice, because if that kill happens, you're probably turning it into a wisdom rune afterwards, too.
Yeah, it looks like it will probably be one of pieces. We do see a ping for Sun to go get that wisdom, and I think they want the DK to go it, and Cloud...
scanning.
Yeah, he'll waddle his way to go get it.
Yeah, want to make sure they get it.
That'll give him almost level 6, and when he gets level 6, he will have the ability to use his ultimate and pressure a bit more. But he is playing versus Terrorblade, so the threat there of, just getting spam reflection on yourself will do lots of damage. Not the easiest hero to push against.
Crit. TP out.
Bye-bye.
Not gonna happen.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, that's really bad.
That's really rough.
Yeah.
He's gonna miss at least 2 waves for that one.
Yeah, that feels quite bad. Although Zayats, he's gonna get the XP now, so it makes up for it, right? It's all good.
Yeah, sure, but it doesn't make up for the 3,000 gold deficit that they're now currently experiencing.
Yeah, that's one winner. They're doing it. They're looking pretty good.
Fine stacking. So what's our comeback? I mean, there's a lot of stacks.
Yeah.
That Zayat's been doing for probably the dark. They could share.
I think
if they
take
wanted
it
to.
now. Yeah. This is helpful.
Yeah, the TA is level 6, so it's kind of difficult to, unless you want to sentry the entire lane and spend 2 to 3 sentries. You're probably just letting TA free farm at this point.
Right. No other way to do that one. Invis,
yeah.
Sanctity is playing pretty far back behind his tower right now. And after the stacks are getting completed, it's going to be that 2k gold lead is going to be brought down even further. Although that one hurts. That is a nice move over. 2 points in Ancient Seal and a Laguna Blade, and he is gone. He's just been getting the treatment recently, man.
Yeah. It goes to show as well. Well, I'm just looking at item build. I guess it doesn't go to show anything, but he's going for the Maelstrom build this game. That's well, the DK, their first move here.
Big play. Cloud in trouble.
Kind of tanky, though.
Can they bring him down all the way? Does not quite look like it. In fact, it's Yuragi that's being brought low. Cloud there, stunned now, onto Respect, sending in the illusions, but it won't be enough. So that move does not pay dividends, and Navi using that metamorphosis, but not getting kills. Oh, Ongushi? Pressuring in.
I mean, Lena's there too. They're just trying to steal some of these stacks.
Yeah.
Shira Jr., how greedy do you want to be? He's thinking about it.
Stacks are low. He takes one. They're super low. Oh, TP out. Not going to happen.
So greedy.
He got punished. Oh, that's so rough. My goodness.
I could see it. Like, even though, like, Dota's a game where it's, like, over a computer and you can't actually see the other person's face, I could still see it in his eyes that he was going to go for that.
Yeah, there's no way you don't. It's just one of those plays.
You know he shouldn't, but you know he was going to.
Yeah, game still looking very good for one win. They are basically ahead on every hero at this point in the game above their counterparts, but it's not a tremendous magnitude yet. But that all might change soon. Sanctity, again, there. Respect. Went a little bit early.
Big.
Yeah, they keep on dropping.
You're level 6 online now. You're getting the EXP on the Undying. He's getting them. Like, they're all starting to add up. And this is not a situation, or a draft rather, that you want to be giving up free kills.
Kushi
Okay,
starting to hit himself. He went underneath the tower a little bit for that one and ends up getting hit by the illusion of the wall.
Dyer's going to be hitting himself a lot this game, as they are playing versus a Terrorblade and a Darkseer.
Yeah.
A lot of self-harm here.
That's, I feel like going to be the roughest maybe for the DK of all heroes.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's going to be like rough where DK gets to level 18 with Ags.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, this illusion from Darkseer is on your Lina. It's on your TA, right? And you feel like you just can't move with these heroes that are supposed to have some maneuverability. Because I classify Lina and TA as the same type of hero. They're like what I call turrets. You know, these ranged heroes that do tremendous amount of damage, but if you ever get on top of them, they're just dead.
Malady trying to trade the damage. Oh, he gets it off, but he threw it onto Malady. I guess he didn't have the range. Doesn't matter. Who cares? All good. Cloud goes down to double kill for Yuragi, and Sanctity. He actually forces out a TP by making that slight dive happen. And then ends up backing out. Nice play.
I don't know. I'm a little concerned for one win.
Yeah.
Because the overwhelming team fight that you have on Navi here, you can't give away free kills because your lineup very much so was meant for the laning stage and for snowballing. And these snowbally lineups are very easy to throw away. And they're kind of doing that right now, unfortunately. They're throwing away a bit of this advantage here. All right, they're just going for a quick steal. They're always harassing this Darkseer here. I'm going to say jungling Darkseer.
Yeah, I think that he's still feeling probably a bit okay. He's got the mech done, getting closer to Greaves. A little bit harassed here and there, but, you know, anytime you're not getting completely shut down as this hero, you're going to be feeling somewhat okay as long as the team's having a decent time. And they are. I think the biggest thing is Terrorblade is doing pretty well. Like,
he's farming.
If he died in that last fight, this game feels terrible, I feel like, for Navi. But that's surviving, like Malady putting his life on the line, soaking up some of that Skyrat damage, and like the level 1 Soul Rip turned the tide completely.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a few things that have been very good for the side of, well, no, for Navi, right? Because like number 1 was Chira Jr. being greedy for that stack and dying. That was huge.
Yeah.
And then Respect getting picked off in the mid lane, catapulted into line, getting level 6, which also resulted in that bot play failing, and then getting turned around because now Finger of Death was online. The discipline wasn't quite there, unfortunately, for one win, and Navi just capitalized on it, and they clawed their way back into a game that looked really hard to... I want to say they're in the driver's seat at this point. They got a mech online. They have some of these team fight items where they can just play together. Where on the side of one win, their lineup is completely reliant upon just getting farmed. Oh, they're on a trap, 3-man trap.
Yep, and Mystic Flare coming through, but the Vac wall onto 2, onto a 3rd, in fact. They're going to kill off both supports and now looking for more. Munkushi slowed. Courier is there too, but can they run him down? Zayat surge forward. There's the Earth Spike. Munkushi very low. Triple kill for Sanctity. The Razor is becoming a real hero.
It looked so good. They've got a 3-man fully charged trap, but where's the follow-up, I guess, right?
Yeah.
You drop a Mystic Flare, but you don't have that vacuum spell. You don't have the Tombstone. You don't have like the Plasma Field. You don't have these like spells that can help. Maybe if you can hit the Light Strike Array with a Gleipnir on top of it, but Lina just wasn't there. But she will show up now, and it looks like this will be a rebuttal at the very least. Chira Jr. still high net worth. So is Munkushi. But you got to be careful on how you take these fights. You can't just run on head-on.
No, there needs to be a certain amount of pulling back in those moments, and particularly before these like items come online, right? DK is still working towards that Blink Dagger, 1,500 gold just kind of in the bank. I don't know if Lina had the fully completed Gleipnir at that point or not, but that is one of those things that might start making the difference, right? Gleipnir and Deso just now done on TA. Now you sort of have a little bit of extra area control. A Gleipnir into an LSA would be absolutely clutch in these next couple fights.
Yeah, they definitely need more of that AoE long reach, because right now DK doesn't have Blink, so the Gleipnir will give them that reach that they need to be able to catch these heroes. Smoke will be heading towards the mid lane for Sanctity. This could be a big kill.
Can they get him? Amplified damage, there it is. And unfortunately slowed down just a little bit by the Plasma Field, but he's still going to be enough to bring him down. They managed to get that kill, and that sets up for Cloud's Blink Dagger. You know, it's kind of appropriate that game number 1's a stomp, game number 2's a stomp, and now game number 3. There's a little bit of back and forth going on. I like it.
Yeah, this is definitely something where, as the tournament progresses, right, teams will always start to be more and more careful. And here we are, elimination game, only one game to play left.
Right.
Loser goes home, and the winner gets to go to the grand final. So both these teams, they can taste it. They want to go to the grand finals, and they're gonna not play too overly aggressive, but they're also not playing too safe either. So there's like a good mix of just playing what they need to play to try and get the dub.
See if they have what it takes indeed. As down bottom, another time that one win is hoping to set up for this bottom tier 1 tower. They're going to go for the long wraparound, but it's a little bit, they don't feel fully confident making that move. And kind of just at this point looks like trying to set up for farming to that next item. Like, the Blink Dagger reveal is not going to turn into anything here. But still, slightly ahead on all their heroes. Greaves are done. Ifrit's almost got Blink Dagger done on Darkseer too. And 4 points up in vacuum. So this has the potential to be a big team fight win for Navi if they can play their cards right. Chasing Sanctity. Mantas gets a little bit of separation. Chasing Darkseer's coming in. Blink Dagger on its way.
Okay, it looks like they might want to take this fight.
They have
no
amplified
BKB on
damage
Lina yet,
but they do have Arcane and DD. If she can survive, but she gets pulled to the low ground. The back wall connection and the kill, but Sanctity, he's up Oh my god, they're just dropping. Oh, that was set to be so good for one win if they could have just gotten the value out of those double runes for Lena, but not meant to be.
It's nigh impossible for this Lena to fight without a BKB right now.
Yeah.
If you don't have a BKB, you can have like a rapier and double Daedalus Strike here. She's not going to hit anyone.
Now, Zayats sets up. Cloud slowed. Stun is there. No shard yet, but Nefrit Chase. Vacuum pulls him back in. And the slows abound. Cloud going to... Oh no, you're blocking the way! Get out of there! Oh, you shall not pass. I love that. That's
that
great.
is unfortunate.
Radiant are scanning.
But he gets out scot-free there. But yeah, the heroes like Lena and TA are definitely... I think they need to play Rat Dota. Like, just play the map.
Yeah.
Just try not to 5v5. You can easily pick heroes off. I mean, at some point you have to fight, but you need BKBs. You desperately need BKBs to fight on TA and Lena. Both of them are going to need it, because if you get vacuumed on either, or you can just kill Darkseer first.
This is great. That
works too.
I mean, that's big. Because now, I mean, he's so much of that team fight too that you can maybe play a little bit more aggressively as one win for at least 30 seconds. Should be able to secure this tier 1 tower. Oh, and maybe take some stacks? Yeah. Don't want to tempt
You know
fate.
what the biggest counter to what I call these turret heroes like Lena and TA are?
What's that?
Repositioning heroes.
Yeah.
Heroes that can reposition you, and Darkseer is one of them. Like, he's kind of like a lesser known one, I would say.
Right.
But like compared to like a Walrus Kick, right, or a Pudge Hook, Venge Swap, these type of things, or Magnus Skewer, these are like the more noticeable ones. But any hero that gets you out of position, you see this Lena's top net worth, but if she gets out of position for a second, she's instantly dead.
Right.
So this Darkseer is like very critical for them to not only see in the fights, but just kill first, or you have to get your BKB off before the vacuum happens.
Oh,
if you
or
get that
you
vacuum
just
off,
smoke into the Lena completely alone, and it's a free kill. That's apparently something else that works.
Yeah, Blink Dagger online. But
Also,
I was more of like the team pipe perspective, right?
Of course. I will also say that when you said turret heroes, it sounded like turd heroes to me. So, congrats on that one. That was
Thank
great.
You. That's a win.
Yeah, I feel like this is starting to get out of the hands of one win a little bit. These like random pickoffs on Lena, you know, the DK dying. I'm getting a little concerned. Do you feel what I'm saying as well, or do you think that they still have like a couple of pretty good places here to play at?
Definitely concerned, just by the nature of their draft.
Okay.
Whenever it feels like you can't fight 5 vs 5 in Dota, I'll go out and say it feels like you can't win the game.
Okay.
Like the other team has to like really mess up. And that's kind of how it's feeling right now for me for one win. It's like feels like they can never fight. So their plan B is to go super late. But will they make it?
Force staff, Cloud trying to get away. It's not going to happen. Sweet and Strong also in some trouble. Hex dead. Can they get out with the rest of the team? Oh, Munkushi, he's going to back away, and it looks like he is going to get out of there, but they're going for the Tormentor now. 22 minutes in, making that move. It is feeling very good to be on Navi.
Grab ally online.
Hey. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I think that like the BKBs maybe make the like 5-on-5s a little better when they get them, but it's tough. And TA isn't even going for one. She's just going straight into the Chrysalis from Munkushi.
TA is a hero that feels like you cannot buy anything but damage on, because if you do, you run out of damage. So I get it, but at the same time, if you can't hit anyone, you can't do damage either. So just a tough choice to make. It looks like they'll get Lion. That's the first Deso charge for Munkushi. 23 minutes in. He's got +2 damage on his Deso.
Oh.
That's a good thing, isn't it? That he finally got damaged.
I guess. Yeah, I was thinking that he was going to want more than that, but you're right. It could always be worse.
It could stay 0.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Glass
Loud,
half full kind of guy, you know.
smoke, sees hero, has to run away. Getting closer to that Manta. So this refraction comes out, and all the rest of them are going to back away. Ooh, Nefrit. There's a lot of heroes here. They're underneath the ward, though. Yeah, they see this. CM's still there. I think they want to try and blow up this Darkseer. It's not easy. They are all grouped together. If they get wind of this, if they catch sight, this could be devastating for Dire, but the big fact, no, they stunned him! But nevertheless, they managed to find a couple caught there in the stun to go down quickly. Sanctity's gonna fall. That actually could have gone way worse as they get 2 kills out of it, but 1 win are still going to lose 4. I mean, that, all intents and purposes, that could have gone way, way worse, but they got a clutch stun on Darkseer.
Under attack.
Yeah, I mean, the back wall into the Earth Spike, and that's the whole fight. Terrorblade didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Honestly. So, he wasn't in meta, he wasn't hitting. That was just really the damage of just the Darkseer of wall and zombies. I guess a little bit of Razor. So yeah, it could have definitely gone way worse for Navi there.
He didn't even get the wall down.
Oh, he didn't?
No, that was literally
right,
just vacuum.
Where'd that damage come from then?
I think it was just like plasma field, vacuum, and the Earth Spike like you were talking about. Like, if they didn't get that stun off, I think everybody dies like in an instant.
Well, seems like worst case scenario isn't even that bad for Navi here.
Yeah, right? Well, it's going to be into the Roche now for Navi, and for 1 win, game and the map is going to start to feel smaller and smaller in terms of choices for where they can go and what they can do. It's, I mean, again, only 1,000 gold separating the 2 squads, but like the way this game feels is so much more heavily into the favor of Navi.
Just the team fight aspect, really.
Yeah.
I think you can make something happen here with 1 win. The later the game goes, the better it's going to be for them. Because I think you can itemize in a way to kind of alleviate some of your problems. Sure, Darkseer, in theory, does scale with the wall, but I think he's kind of at his peak right now.
Yeah.
As a hero. And where I think there's a lot of room to grow, like getting Satanics online, for example, the Lena being more durable, the TA as well, like being able to get to level 25 talent where you just have more refraction instances, being a bit more annoying, get a Pike online. All these things will be great, and of course, you can't underestimate the Dragonite as well. This hero, when you do get to that, like Aghanims, Mantis, you become your own type of beast. But for now, that's a long way to go, right?
Yeah.
And here we are, your Augie's knocking on your high ground.
Right. I mean, this is there were some pings to the tier 2 tower mid, but Navi is saying no, we're just gonna walk high ground. And I don't know how you fight into this. It doesn't feel very possible. Everybody's back behind. Vacuum, Earth Spike combination. Force Staff keeps alive the Lena. That's a lot used early now by Navi. If they extend it a little bit too far, Yuragi down low, but there it is. Gets the Greaves, gets the Holy Locket, I believe that was also. No, he doesn't have it done yet. It was just a soul rip. But nonetheless, back up to full HP. Navi.
You stay here? I'm not so sure.
It's a little sketchy, but he feels strong enough. I mean, still 3 minutes left on Aegis. Mantas backs away again. 1 win. That melee rack's 450 HP away. But they managed to hold. That's big.
It is. And meta's going to go down now, and all you have to do is babysit this barracks for a little bit, and it'll be back to full health in no time. So they actually didn't kill the ranged or the melee barracks there.
Yeah.
But I think it was the right choice to go back. Wall is down. Wait for that to come back online. Aghanims is pretty close for the Darkseer as well. What do you think about that choice in this game?
I kind of like Shard to go earlier. This is like better for when you get it eventually. There've been like a couple times where like the slow would have been enough, but it's definitely going to be, you know, a lot of good damage. You're not creating great illusions, but I think it's more about like the 450 damage that gets done with the punch than anything else. So like,
it's like a bit of a stun duration too, so you can
and it
set up on the Lina.
It's even good like against the Lina if she gets BKB off, right? You get a little bit of extra damage and you create the illusion.
Part of why we saw this Lina on the last pick is I'm pretty sure that you don't get the passive right on the illusions, so and that's a big part of Lina's damage, right? And which is why they picked the Lina against the Darkseer.
Totally.
Not the best illusion.
No. Well, we'll see. I think the other thing is that it's honestly going to be pretty annoying against the DK too.
Oh, for sure, yeah. That's going to be the best target he can go on.
Yeah.
Make the illusion of the DK and just don't even put it on the DK. Just put on the support. Just put it on the Lina, and they're really going to have a hard time.
Well, they're setting up again to try and secure this, and they are already there. Melee Rack's still at half HP. They take the ranged one, now moving down to the south. They find and punch and connect onto Munkushi, who is going to die. Now finding more, vacuum back, looking for a punch, not going to get it. LSA instead, the turn. Jared Jr. has to back away. They're falling apart.
Dragons.
Navi, they're too strong. They're way too strong. 5,000 gold lead now.
This poor DK has 3 of himself hitting him. 1 from the wall, 1 from the Terrorblade, and 1 from the punch. Ugh. Just killed by... He killed himself.
Yeah, that hurts. That's a rough one right there.
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I have not, in this series, been impressed so much by Dragonite in this patch. I wonder if he's finally got enough nerfs.
Yeah, he might.
To settle down a little bit.
Respect is just ulting creep waves out there. Love that. Oh, couldn't quite get him.
Gotta get your farm.
True. Need to get the rest of these tier 2s.
Munkushi. Maybe there's a point where you just have to not just go for comfort. Because I feel like this first pick TA into Razor has not been great. Because in theory, he should have not done well in the laning stage either, right? Because the Darkseer just Darkseer is the counter pick to TA, right? But even the TA won that lane, so I'd say that even went well for them. But even though he had a good laning stage, it feels like he can do nothing this game.
Yeah,
because they didn't want to put the TA mid versus the Razor, right? So they picked a Lina, so now they have 2 heroes that have overlap. They do the same thing. And they're really lacking some hero that can either initiate or can team fight.
Right. Well, and a lot of them were banned out. There was still that option that you were talking about of like the Zeus maybe. I don't know if that changes the game plan a ton. But like you said, maybe it's just, again, that like comfort is a bit too much taking the TA that early. Regardless, it's where they're at now, and they're going to need to defend this high ground. It is going to be a tough ask as Terrorblade is on the low ground. They're smoking up, trying to run behind enemy lines, but likewise, they're already smoked and in position for Navi. If they could find and blow up one of these heroes, it would be really good, but yeah, Manta every time. Now thinking about zipping forward. The surge is there. Vacuum back could be available. It's going to go for it. Vacuum onto 2. Gets the silence right away. Catching. Pops Greaves. Tries to back out. Cloud is low though. Reflection doing good damage. They got the link and the disarm onto Lina. CM is dead. That's going to be a dead DK. They are losing their base and no way to stop this push. Navi way too strong in this one.
Yeah, their draft is working out just the way they wanted it to. Or one when they just can't find the openings. Like, you kind of do have to go back to a little bit. Like, they were doing well after laning stage, but a little bit of lack of discipline when you pick a lineup this, I want to say it's like single dimensional.
Right.
It can really backfire into your face.
That is definitely feeling like what's happened here. And, you know, one last sort of hold. This is one win, the team that just yesterday was able to take down Team Spirit. Navi also beat them, though, and gotta still have enough left in the tank to be able to close it out and get to that grand finals. But right now, Navi set to do just that. Ready to face off against Virtus Pro. They even have an AC now done on Razor. Holy moly.
Yeah, the items are coming in spades here for Navi.
Yeah.
We've got Daedalus on Terrorblade with 3.6k gold in the bank. Yeah, you have the AC available there too. Darkseer almost done with a BKB. Lion's got a Ghost Scepter and just finished an Aetherlands. And of course, Undying, he's almost got a finished. Okay.
Oh, grab ally.
Grab ally.
Nice play. Saved there. Respect gets punched. Sanctity still running forward, catching on to Munkushi. Is going to start to drop a little low. LSA connects onto 2. Sweet and Strong for the follow-up, but the save is there. The double heal. Zayat gets the stun. Now the punch onto DK. Even more annoying. Although Zayat is going to die, it looks like. He eventually gets brought down. Kills some illusions. Zombie House is still there as well. Gleipnir not going to connect. Yuragi's waiting. Jumping. Punching. Finding him again. Slowed down by the sky. He can't go anywhere. 4 stab back onto 3. That's going to do it as they give the tips to Nefrit. Ultra kill for Yuragi. This game is in the bag as they are trying desperately on one win to hope for anything at all here. Silence comes out, but the punch was already there, and Lina starts to die. Is going to survive, but that is Megas. 35 minutes in. What a clean game for Navi.
I mean, every game has been pretty clean so far.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just a sign of good Dota teams, right?
Oh, yeah.
There's high-level competition here in Eastern Europe. All the way to the bitter end here. These are teams that are beating 2-time TI winning teams, right?
Yeah.
So to be able to do that, you gotta be pretty crisp here, and they're showing it. I think that's the storyline you were building from the beginning here, that this region has so much promise, it has so much potential, but we only see like the same teams over and over again. And yeah, just proving that there's more than just a couple good teams in this region. There's a lot.
Well, right. And I mean, I think after TI 10, you know, there was this really increased like amount of energy coming out of Eastern Europe. It was the first win for a TI that had happened in that region since TI 1. And then obviously, you know, the region kind of got thrown into turmoil with the events that happened over the last couple of years. But then after that, there's now this like sort of second revitalization that feels like it's happening a little bit, where teams are starting to gain a little bit more traction. And, you know, Bet Boom has been putting together some really solid performances. They're already waiting and going to be in the DreamLeague Season 23. But now the question is, are they going to be able to make another move happen? Is Navi going to be the other one that's playing it out? They have a date with Virtus Pro in just a little bit. If they can close this game out, there's 2 towers and an Ancient away. Jump forward stun, finds Malady. They have Vacuum, saves it there. Mystic Flare, not quite doing enough yet. Meanwhile, Yuragi's just like, guys, don't worry about it. I'm hitting buildings. Comfortable with where they're at. Big stun. Not quite enough. Zayat, he's dead. Still, they're focusing on the buildings. Buyback from the Lion, trying to focus down the Ancient now. Lina starts to hit, starts to beat down on Nifrit. He's low. Is finally going. No, he gets Glimmer Cape. He survives. They take down Cloud.
Dead, though.
The throne is gone. GG is called. It's Navi versus Virtus Pro, the old Classico.
Navi versus VP. That is kind of a classic, isn't it? We're really